Hello, everyone. Welcome to our another exciting episode of Talking Diaries. I'm Paran Mehta, a teacher at NWS. We are again here before you with an enthusiastic session, and our topic for today's session is securing a sustainable and peaceful future for all, the contribution of sports. Today, through this session, you'll get to know that it's not just about playing a game, but it's a solution to many problems of our day to day life. I'm sure by the end of this session, each one of you watching this session will choose one sport for yourself and will surely make it a part of your routine. So please be with us till the end of this session. And with this, I want my young speakers to introduce themselves. Over to you, Sanvi.
Greetings all. I am Samvi Pundhi from grade 8 and I am looking forward to loads of takeaway from this session. Thank you.
Hello everyone. I am Avril Agarwal, a student of class 7th A3 of NWS. I am really to be a part of this session.
Hello everyone, I am Dehadu from class 81 of NWS Ghaziabad. I am glad to be a part of this session and I am thankful to my school for calling me here.
Hello everyone, I am Priyanshi Kansal from 7A3 at NWS and I am blessed to be a part of this session. Thank you.
So, firstly, I thank them for becoming a part of this session and has brought a bundle of knowledge for us to gain. Many times, I hear that sports create a peaceful environment around us. But every time, I'm left with a question where I wonder that sport means energy, enthusiasm, and passion. So, how would it be related to peace? Where I think Sanvi, will you be able to clear my doubt about the same? Over to you, Sanvi. Okay, as I can see that Sanvi is facing some network glitch, so no worries. We'll move further, and I just want Aviral to speak something about sports. What are his views about it, about the same?
According to me, sports are a great way of keeping ourselves healthy and making our mind sharper. Playing sports makes our muscles and bones grow stronger as it requires us to use most of our muscles and puts stress on our bones. High blood pressure is a major risk as it can cause many diseases, including strokes. Playing sports helps us keep our blood pressure and cholesterol levels in check. When we play sports, our body gets sufficient oxygen and it also increases hemoglobin count and blood volume. It makes our heart pump faster, which puts strains on the heart muscles and makes them strong. Playing sports makes our body immune to many diseases and increases the flow of white blood cells. It slows down aging and the rise of temperature in the body prevents bacterial growth. Did you know that sports help us not only physically but also mentally? Playing sports helps us to release stress as it lowers the level of stress hormones. It gives us a positive attitude towards life. It makes us feel refreshed and accomplished and boosts our self esteem. It makes our minds sharper and stronger. It also enhances our strategy making ability and teaches us to be quick in our decisions. Thank you.
Yes, there. Please go ahead. As I can see,
Thank you,
you're
ma'am.
raising your hand. Yes.
Thank you, ma'am, for allowing me to speak. I just want to ask that if we have a fixed time in a gym or daily routine exercise, then what's the need of obtaining for a sport like cricket or football? I would ask Aviral to answer this as he has stated many benefits of it.
Although
Great
you
question,
can
Dhairya. Please, Aviral, go ahead.
Although you can do daily exercise or go to the gym, it is more beneficial to play a sport as it is much easier with no need of an instructor. It is also more fun and anybody can play sports, whereas young children cannot go to a gym. While most people go to a gym for bodybuilding, there are many reasons to play a sport. I play football daily, which strengthens my body and mind. I also don't get a cold or cough easily, as it strengthens my immune system.
I completely agree with you, Aviral, as uh, I realize that sports, it help us to even have some competitive skills in us, improve our confidence, and also I think whenever we opt for a sport rather than going for a gym or for a regular exercise, I think these sports, they help us to be social with others, right? Anybody would like to add on something to this? Yes, Sanvi, please tell us something.
Yes, I completely agree with you, Aviral. A week ago, I started cycling in the morning and evening. Now, I see the difference in my energy levels. I'm able to concentrate better, and my sitting has increased.
Yes, Sanvi, you're totally, I would say, absolutely correct. Absolutely correct about this. That whenever we start playing a sport, it automatically gives us immense energy, immense enthusiasm, right? Okay. Anybody else would like to say something on this? Yes, there you.
Ma'am, I just got to know that today is the International Sports Day.
Oh, great. So, will you tell something more about it?
Yes, ma'am, I want to share my experience with all of you. So, I would like to speak that as far as sports are concerned, it becomes very important for everyone to have his or her participation in it because it develops our mental and physical abilities, as stated by my friend Aviral. So, it is necessary to emphasize on the importance of sports. So, to emphasize on it, there is a particular day, 6th April, being celebrated as the Sports Day. The reason behind this is that on 6 April 1896, the first modern Olympic competition was being organized. The reason that the importance of this day has lasted till now is that bringing us together in a peaceful competition is necessary. It always helps in building bridges and never erecting wall. It also helps in uniting humankind in all our diversity because unity is the best policy. And as we go back to take the glimpses of the past years, we will find that the General Assembly of the United Nations declared that 6 April would be considered as the International Sports Day, and they declared this in the year 2013. And this has been celebrated since the year 2014. When the Olympics were again organized in the year 2015, it was declared that the sports is an important enabler of sustainable development and was included in the UN Sustainable Development Goals. I would not like to hide that the sports is very important for everyone, and I want that everyone should be celebrating this event as an international festival so that most of the people get to know about this. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dhairya. Though I knew that 6th April we celebrate Independence Day of Sports, but yes, uh, whatever information you gave me today, it is really wonderful. So thank you for that. I think we have a couple of hands raised. So let's begin with Sanvi. Over to you.
I would like to ask there a question, ma'am. So, there, does International Sports Day spread any awareness about playing sports? If yes, then how?
Yes, it spreads so much awareness because right nowadays, if you are looking, there are social media people who are active nowadays who are giving so much information. Sometimes the international news channels are concluding it, and some small organizations are also organizing certain competitions so that they could make people courageous and involve them in sports. As well as some organizations are being supported by other big organizations to get the best experience for people.
Okay, yes, yes, Aviral, you may ask your question.
My question is that we celebrate Sports Day in our school every year, but I never understood what is the importance of International Sports Day.
That's an interesting question, Aviral. For it, I would like to speak that yes, we can play sports every day, but the main fact is that to emphasize on the importance, we have chosen a day that is 6th April because on this day, the first modern Olympic competition was being organized in the year 1896, which was an historical event. So they want people to be aware about that as well as they want people to get motivated to choose a sport for themselves.
Yes, great. It's really informative, and yes, so I can see. I think Priyanshi wants to ask first because she was raising her hand, and then we'll move to Sanvi. Yes, Priyanshi.
Yes, ma'am, I would like to add that today is the International Sports Day, so we are also having a tennis match at our society.
Okay, great. So, have you participated in that?
Yes, ma'am.
Great. Okay, so Sanvi, you also have a question regarding the same? Please ask.
I would like to add on something. Seeing that so many benefits, sports is just one thing and it has so many benefits. One of its benefit is bringing in peace. So I would like to say something upon this topic. So lately we read the story The Best Christmas Present in the World in our literature book. The narrator of the book finds a second-hand roll-top desk. In the drawers of the desk, he finds a tin box in which there's a letter by a soldier. The soldier has written that letter to his wife informing her about the happenings of Christmas Day. That day, the soldier and his troops met their rivals. They ate, sang, and danced together. They also played a football game. Both the sides agreed on the fact that games are a better way to resolve conflicts and bring in peace. As earlier said, sports have multiple benefits. One of its major benefits is to end wars and conflicts. It involves no bloodshed, depression, or harm. Sports encourage sportsmanship and promote a better understanding between people. This is because when we cooperate with our teammates or discuss a strategy or help them take up a game, we build a mutual trust, confidence, and understanding. It helps us to understand the other aspect of situation and even resolve the dispute. With games, we get to learn more about people and be friends with them. I totally agree on the fact that sports resolve conflicts and bring in peace.
Thank you, Sanvi. Uh, it was amazing. Though I read this story before, but hearing from you and that too with this perspective is wonderful. Rather, I would say it's the need of the hour, right? So yes, I can see Aviral is raising his hand. Yes, Aviral, over to you.
My question is that, as Sanvi stated, sports can end small conflicts, but uh, can they end big wars? As we all know, recently Russia and Ukraine engaged in a bitter war. If both sides agree, then with sports, can the war come to an end?
Yes, Aviral, it definitely can. Desired or undesired, they will get into a friendly match which would break the ice between them. The war is hitting their social, political, and economic status. It is affecting the families of people dying, soldiers, and even the friend of soldiers, which means it's affecting people all over the world. The war is also polluting the peaceful environment. Now comes sports. It would fix their social, economic, and political situation. And I'm pretty sure that soldiers of both sides would be all in for a game. And they would be heard if they speak up. After all, who likes a war over a friendly match?
True, absolutely true, Sanvi. That it's better to have a game played and to resolve conflicts through a game, through a sport, rather than going for a war and losing our loved ones and sacrificing so many things, and that too just for some futile conflicts, right? Okay, so Priyanshi has something to ask. Yes, Priyanshi.
Yes, I would like to ask Sanvi a question that what are the qualities that players must incorporate within them to have a friendly match?
Right, Priyanshi. A player must have certain qualities within them to have a friendly match. Not everyone can bear losing, despite the fact that losing gives us an opportunity to learn our areas of improvement. So, the first and the foremost thing is required is acceptability. One must learn to accept the consequences no matter what they are. The second most important quality is learning to let go. Okay, so let's imagine if you are not having friendly relations with someone and he's in your team. Let the past go. Just forget what happened before and team up with them. Trust me, that's going to help you win a match. And there should be attitude towards everyone, not only the ones in your team. Now, a person must incorporate a strategic mindset. This is needed because if you don't work with a strategy, don't let people know what to do beforehand, and then suddenly you hand the game to them. This would end up as a dispute.
Yes, Sanvi, it's true that not only we inculcate these values while playing a sport, I think we should start imbibing these values in our daily lives, and this comes only when we start opting for a sport, when we start some physical activity that would soothe our mind, or that would give us strength to fight with our day to day problems, with our day to day difficulties. So anybody would like to add something to this, or would like to give us more information regarding the same? Yes, Priyanshi.
Yes, ma'am. From my view, I think sports also increases gender equality because I think most of the sports now offer the same amount of prize money for men and women. Sports also encourage values like fair play, non-discrimination, and teamwork to generate gender equality among them. As women and girls are getting equal opportunities in sports, it also helps them to develop their skills. They also gain support from others and enjoy their freedom. And there are many women players like PV Sindhu, Saina Nehwal, Mary Kom, and the list goes on. Thus, I can say that sports have given us an ultimate relief from the lifelong problem of society, which is gender discrimination.
Yes, absolutely correct, Priyanshi. Sports teach women and girls to build their self-esteem and social connections, and they and challenge harmful gender norms. I can see Aviral raising his hand. Yes, Aviral, over to you.
I want to ask Priyanshi that what has changed from before that gives women opportunities in sports?
Yes, I think their mindset has changed. So this also started paying men and women equal amount of prize money, and like if one woman can do so, they can believe that others can also do.
Yes, totally correct. So, uh, yes, I can see Dhairya raising his hand. Yes, Dhairya.
Ma'am, as Priyanshi stated that nowadays there is no discrimination, but if we go in some rural areas, we will still find discrimination and gender inequality. So, what can be done to improve the situation of this present time?
Yes, I would like to say that we can create some awareness shows to tell them that girls can also do whatever they want. Girls are also strong, they can also play sports, and they're equal to men.
Yes, I can see Sanvi raising her hand. Yes, Sanvi, please ask your question.
I would like to add on something. So, Priyanshi, I totally agree with what you said. Girls should be empowered and supported not only by elders but by their friends too. Real queens fix each other's crown. We have read that quote. We girls must empower each other as we are half the population of the world. If we don't empower ourselves, the world won't develop. So we must stay strong and keep on supporting each other.
Great, great thoughts, Sanvi. So, uh, I would say sports are not just games, but a source of resolving conflicts, leading a healthy lifestyle, sharing happiness, and most importantly, generating equality. Right? So, as we are done with all the questions, whichever would be asked by our young speakers. So, with this, we promise to come back with more interesting and informative topics for you. So, thank you and have a great day ahead.